Hey, it's James from Golfify. I just want to do a quick video to show you what's new in Golfify 2.0. If you play a lot of team competitions, this is going to be a great update for you. So as always, I'm going to give you a quick demo of the app to give you an insight into what's new. So we're going to go into Create New, and you'll notice straight away we've got a brand new Create New flow. There's quite a few screens on the last version. We've tried to reduce it to as few screens as possible so that you can just breeze through it and create a competition in under 30 seconds. So first today, we're going to give this competition a name. So we'll call this team competition. And I'm signed in as Tiger Woods, the host. And now you can add an optional description property. This is really useful if you're telling your players about things like, what time they should get there, if there's a meal after, presentation after, etc., etc. You can do that right there, and it'll show up on the competition home screen. Next, we're going to select our facility. I'm going to choose my local club, which is Grange over Sands. And I'm happy with the tees. Now, this is where you'll see a lot of new functionality. You'll need a Golfify Plus subscription to play a team game. To do that, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. It's in the account settings on the home page. But this account has already got a premium subscription. So on here, you'll be able to see that the game modes that you're familiar with, Stableford and Stroke Play, is still available and still free to use. Now, this is where it gets. This is where you can access a team competition. Now, by teams, we don't mean like a Ryder Cup situation. That's coming down the line. But a team in this case, we're talking about playing as a pair, playing as a 3-person team, playing as a 4-person team. And you'll be able to select that property right here. Tap that and you'll see that they've got Golfify Plus next to them. And if you have a subscription, you'll be able to select them. So you can now choose pairs, 3-person, 4-person. For this example, let's choose pairs. And you'll see once you've chosen a team game, you'll get a new option to choose a team game format. Alternate shot is the default one. That's where you only play one ball as your team. You can actually play it as 3-person and 4-person, but generally it's only played by pairs, and you take it in turns to hit the ball. I'm not going to go through each one. These will be familiar game modes that you're familiar with. Really popular one is Better Ball, which I'm going to demo in a minute. So alternate shot, Greensomes, Scramble, and Pinehurst, Chapman, they all have one score for the team. The only exception is this Better Ball, where you play your own ball and the Golfify will calculate which is the best net score on the hole, and use that to generate a team score. It's really it takes all the hard work out of the scoring, and particularly Better Ball, it can be quite a complicated game mode to score using a scorecard and paper. It really will make it a lot more simple for you. So you can see you've got all the game modes there. We're going to choose Better Ball, and then once you've chosen Better Ball, you get this new property which is scores to count. This is really cool. Let's say you're playing a 4-person team. You can have the option to make 2, 3, or all 4 of the players' scores count on each hole. This is really cool, and I hope you like this feature. It's an added detail. A lot of apps will only do 1 score per hole, but in our case, you can do up to 4 if you've got 4 people in the group. So I'm going to switch that back to pairs. We'll keep it as 1 score to count just for this demo. You'll also get a little warning here if it's a stroke play competition. This is because in a Better Ball, if you're playing stroke play, we also by default we have individual scores alongside it, which is really cool. So you can, if you're hosting a competition, you can have like a prize for the individual winner. You can have a prize for the team winner. The only thing to note is if you use stroke play, if an individual misses a hole, their individual scores will return as like a not valid score. So that will display as no result on the scorecard. So as a recommendation, you can, if you've told all your players that you're playing stroke play, it won't be a problem at all. Make sure they're finishing the hole, won't be an issue. But if you're just generally playing a Better Ball competition, there's a tendency for the player who's not scoring to pick the ball up, and you might come into some problems. So we recommend just use Stableford and Better Ball if you're in doubt. So we're all set to go. We've got a team competition lined up. We've got a pairs Better Ball competition with 1 score to count on each hole. Again, this is something we've refactored to make it a little bit more simple. Is just the groupings. You can now just select the groupings in here and see. You don't need to tick if it's a single group competition. But one thing to note, if you are planning on, if there's a potential for your competition to need 2 or more groups, put at least 2 on there, because that will make it a multi-group competition. In our case, 1 group's fine. I'm happy with the 4 players per group. I'm going to press review. You can see a brand new review screen, which separates each area into categories, so you can check what you've entered is okay. And then press create. As usual, we get our link for our competition. I'm going to go straight to the competition and join. Now, using the buddy system, I can add players really quickly. So I'm going to create a match with Tiger Woods, Nelly Korda, Justin Rose, and Georgia Hall from Great Britain. So it's a bit of a USA versus UK match. I'm going to review that. I'm happy with all of those. So I'm going to jump straight into the scorecard. You'll notice that we have, let me just activate the competition first. So we've activated the competition, we've not activated the round yet. You'll notice we've got this new handicap preview widget. Now, we've made a couple of updates here. The first one is, if your competition is taking place outside of Great Britain or Ireland, you will now be using the USGA handicap formula. It was slightly different on the previous version. All competitions going forward, even if you're using the previous version now, will use this as default. So if you create a competition in for example, the United States or in Canada, you will be using the USGA formula. And the slight difference is that formula takes into account the course rating as well as the slope rating. If you're in Britain and Ireland, it just uses the slope rating. I'm not sure why they're different. I thought the World Handicap system was like an idea to get everyone using the same system, but it turns out Great Britain and Ireland wanted to be a little bit different. So you can see the handicaps here. Now, these are all really good golfers, so they've got plus handicaps, so don't be confused by the minus sign. Again, it's another quirk in golf. We call really good golfers plus handicaps, when actually when we write out the handicap, it does need a minus sign on it. So you'll see in this first column here, it's a course handicap, and we've got the handicap allowance, and we've got the playing handicap. So you can see everything that's been hopefully really more transparent than it was in the past. And we've now got the slope rating and the course rating displaying in the top left too. So we're happy with the handicap indexes and everything, and the playing handicaps we've been given. So I'm going to press activate round. So as I was saying, all bettable matches or competitions come with an individual score as standard. And what I mean is that you can just toggle between them at the top here. And so in bettable, it really just changes the view, because you're always entering scores as the individual. It just changes how you're viewing each score. So let's start on the team, and let's pop in a few scores. So we've added a bunch of scores there. You can see both of the teams, or Rose and Hall, have actually birdied their opening two holes. They were Justin on the first hole and Georgia on the second. So their gross score is -2, and their net score is -2 as well. As for Tiger Woods and Nelly Korda, they parred the first hole. Fortunately, Nelly's par was actually a par for 2 points, and on the second hole, Tiger made a birdie for 3 points. So they are 1 under gross and 1 under net. So that's just it. It's as simple as an individual competition as far as scoring goes. When you toggle over to the individual, all it does is show you how each player is doing individually on the scorecard. It may be you prefer to enter the scores on team mode because it takes up less space on the screen. But you can also just check back and see how, if someone's got a question like how am I doing, you can jump in there and see. Also, it's the same for the leaderboard. So we've got the 2 tabs at the top, individual and team. And you can just toggle and see how the individual scoreboard is looking and how the team scoreboard is looking. It's really cool and really easy to do. We think if you tap on the team scores, it does show the team scores as it would do with the individual. Right, so really cool stuff. I really hope you can try it out. Nothing's changed with our competition feed. The stats, again, you can toggle between individual and team. Really cool stuff. Yeah, so that's the team competitions. Hope you like it. Finally, we've added on the home screen, and it's something that's been requested by a number of users, is an ability to find a course or a user before you've created a competition. And we thought that was a really good idea. So we've added a search tab at the top here, a search icon even. So now you can enter players' names such as Georgia, and you'll be able to find them on the app, and you'll be able to look at their profile and see what games they've played, and also send them a buddy request right there. Same with facilities. If you've got a facility that you want to play at. Oh, sorry, I'm on a limited number of facilities here. So yes, if you've got a facility you want to check out, you can search it, go into it. You can go into the courses. You can check that all your tees look right. Really encourage you to do this before a competition. Some of the data on golf on the database we inherited is a little bit out of date in places, so please do check what's going on your round, and you can do that straight from the home screen. And again, I hope that makes organizing your competition a lot easier. So that's about it for this update. Really hope you can check it out, and if you do to play a team competition, you do need a Golfify Plus subscription. And to activate your subscription, you simply press the settings icon at the top, and then manage subscription, and you'll be able to upgrade from there. We're on a test account here, so I can't access that UI to show you, but it's super straightforward, like you would do with a normal subscription. And for the initial offer, it'll show you that right in the screen there. We are a small team, so really would appreciate the support. It really goes. It's all going to go towards making this app better, and making Golfify an app that you can use to create any golf competition. Thanks very much, and hope to see you on the app.